Greetings. As I've told you on each and every one of these programs, I believe very strongly we did not have to postpone the 8%. We did not need to eliminate that 8%, but all we needed to do is to become creative and work together to get it done so that we can sustain your 8% and allow you to get it on the date that the law says you must get your money. I am so happy that Senator Cole, the majority leader, and also the president of the Senate invited me in to actually assist in formulating a plan that will make this 8% possible. Yes, the 8% was set aside with a $7 million appropriation in the 29th legislature. But since the inception of this 30th legislature, the governor and the financial team has been telling us repeatedly and showing us the books which illustrated a deficit, a shortfall in the funding. So when that shortfall takes place, it is simple. What you use the money for will be for major priorities. Yes, the 8% is a priority, but when you compare it to medication, to keeping the light on at the hospital and so forth, that is what we avoided when we decided to formulate that plan that now has left people on the job, providing that 8%, and also stimulating the economy so people in the private sector don't get laid off. Because if you don't have money to spend in the private sector, eventually they will have to lay off the employees in the private sector. Other than that, I want to inform you the question that you've been asking, why you're getting paid on August the 8th rather than the payday earlier. Well, actually, the payday based on the law begins on that will be July 14th to the 27th. July 14th to the 27th. Therefore, that pay period falls for payment on August 8th. So I too was concerned. I asked the question. I was showed how the paydays, as you know, government employees get 2 weeks, are always 2 weeks behind. So that payday of 14th to the 27th is the one you receive on August the 8th. On another topic, the issue relative to the resignation, also called resignation, of the interim CEO at the Juan Luis Hospital, Dr. Griffith, came to me of no surprise. First of all, I don't think he has resigned. He was terminated on that day, 1 month or so ago, when the board voted to start a search to get a new CEO. It is ridiculous, and at that time, I used all medium to commend Dr. Ricketts and also Ms. Dizon for voting against the other members of the board who decided they're going to spend money, which they say they don't have, to go search all over the world for a new CEO. They did not tie the hands of Mr. Nelson. Why did they tie the hands of Dr. Griffith? They wanted to micromanage and continue to micromanage Dr. Griffith. One, terminating our employees when they didn't have to. Dr. Griffith knew a creative way where he could have kept the staff in place. And instead, the board decides how should be fired, when should be fired, and not allowing the doctor to have his creative way in keeping everyone. On top of that, they're trying to use him to fire more employees. I beg to differ. This board needs to be fired. I maintain that from the 29th legislature, and I think we need to have a petition so we could have a session just to get rid of the board. I want to use this opportunity to actually express my sincere sympathy to the family and friends of that mother and the son that life was just taken away by a blink of an eye. And also a 21-year-old who lost her life over this weekend as well. Over nonsense, pure nonsense. And that young lady that was found dead after being raped. I hope that justice will be done. And if justice is not done on earth, I can assure you God will always bring justice. Until next time, this is your senator and friend, Alicia Chucky Hansen, keeping in touch with my people.